After showing interest in Christopher Nkunku, Liverpool may make a surprise move for a different Chelsea star worth £32 million. Liverpool rejects major Bayern Munich bid for Luis Diaz, a Barcelona target. The truth about Alexander Isak's transfer to Liverpool. Arne Slot is on alert after talks with Hugo Ekitike. A very warm welcome to all Reds fans. Let's check out the latest updates from the greatest club in the world. Liverpool has reportedly turned down a significant offer from Bayern Munich for Luis Diaz, valued at around €67.5 million, approximately £58.5 million. The Colombian forward is also on Barcelona's radar, though the Catalans already had a previous approach swiftly rejected by the Reds. According to Fabrizio Romano, Bayern made their move believing there was a window of opportunity, but Liverpool stood firm. Despite reports suggesting Diaz is open to leaving Anfield this summer, Arne Slot's side appears determined to keep him. It's unclear whether Bayern will raise their offer. Previous reports suggested the German club would not go beyond €60 million, making this proposal an exception. Still, it falls short of Liverpool's valuation, which is believed to be around €80 million. Meanwhile, Barcelona continues to monitor the situation closely. Luis Diaz remains one of their key targets, along with Marcus Rashford, though their initial bid was rejected early in the transfer window. The Spanish club is still undecided on whether to launch a new attempt. Liverpool, on the other hand, is now focusing on player sales after a busy start to the window with new signings. Diaz is one of the players with the highest potential to leave, but only for a price that matches the club's expectations. Beyond the financial aspect, there's recent history that may have influenced the rejection of Bayern's approach. The relationship between the two clubs was strained after Liverpool signed Florian Wirtz without Bayern's knowledge, causing some resentment. Bayern believed they had a real chance of landing the talented youngster, but Wirtz had only one destination in mind: Anfield. According to journalist Ben Jacobs, this episode may have affected Bayern's pursuit of Diaz, as Liverpool is aware the German club has the financial means to meet the £87 million valuation. Jacobs also confirmed that Liverpool does not want to lose the Colombian at this time, despite the player's openness to a move. The club's stance would only change if an irresistible offer were made. Luis Diaz has also attracted interest from Saudi Arabia's Al Nassr, and Liverpool believes they could command a fee similar to that of Bruno Fernandes, who was valued at £87 million by Saudi negotiators. Although the Colombian has shown a willingness to leave, the club is taking a firm stance and has no intention of letting him go for less than his true value. A contract renewal, once considered, is now off the table, and the situation could drag on for several more weeks, potentially becoming more complicated if no progress is made.
In addition to interest in Alexander Isak, The Athletic has reported that Liverpool could also be considering Nicholas Jackson as a transfer target this window, especially due to current sporting director Richard Hughes. Jackson is a player Hughes admired during his time at Bournemouth, and with the Senegalese striker now facing uncertainty at Chelsea, the interest may resurface. Liverpool is actively looking for a new forward this summer, and the 24-year-old Jackson could become available. Back in 2023, just before Chelsea signed him, BBC Sport reported that Bournemouth had agreed a deal with Villarreal for the striker. Hughes, then still with the Cherries, was a big fan of the player, which strengthens the link to Liverpool's current interest. Since joining Chelsea, Jackson has had a mixed experience at Stamford Bridge. Though given opportunities, the club believes he's had enough chances and has since signed Liam Delap and João Pedro to bolster their attack. João Pedro, in particular, stood out during Chelsea's successful Club World Cup campaign. With growing competition, Jackson's role in the squad appears increasingly limited. Meanwhile, Jackson's representatives are reportedly concerned about his situation and have begun reaching out to other clubs regarding a potential move. While no official approach has been made by Liverpool, TBR Football reported that Jackson's camp has initiated contact with several clubs to explore options away from Chelsea. The London club paid around £32 million to sign him in 2023 and would now likely seek a profit if they choose to sell. Another name on Liverpool's radar is Christopher Nkunku. Since leaving RB Leipzig in 2023, the Frenchman has struggled to make the impact he expected at Chelsea, drawing interest from several Premier League clubs, including the Reds. Chelsea is said to be open to selling Nkunku, but his future remains uncertain, with possibilities ranging from staying in England to moving abroad, perhaps even to Bayern Munich. Even if Nkunku is not the chosen target, Liverpool may shift focus to Jackson, especially if Chelsea is willing to negotiate. Although a move between Premier League rivals is always delicate, Jackson's unstable position at Chelsea could accelerate talks. Liverpool has already proven its willingness to invest heavily in the right players, as seen with the pursuit of Florian Wirtz. Therefore, Nicholas Jackson's situation is certainly one to watch closely in the coming weeks.
Liverpool's search for a new striker is in full swing this summer, and two names continue to stand out: Alexander Isak from Newcastle and Hugo Ekitike from Eintracht Frankfurt. According to several reports in the English press, the Reds are prioritizing the signing of a number 9 to strengthen their attacking line, especially amid the ongoing uncertainty surrounding Darwin Núñez's future at Anfield. The Uruguayan got off to a good start in preseason, scoring one of the goals in a 3-1 win over Preston North End. However, his stay on Merseyside remains uncertain. According to The Athletic, Napoli has shown interest in the forward, and more recently, Al Hilal from Saudi Arabia has also entered the race. Talks regarding Núñez are expected to progress in the coming weeks, putting additional pressure on Liverpool to secure a high-quality replacement should the transfer go through. Another South American in the squad, Luis Diaz, has also attracted interest from European giants. Bayern Munich and Barcelona have both submitted offers, but Liverpool's board rejected them. According to Echo, the Colombian is not for sale this summer, reaffirming the club's firm stance on keeping key players unless an irresistible offer is made. Behind the scenes, sporting director Richard Hughes has been hard at work. After securing the impressive signing of Florian Wirtz, Hughes also brought in defensive reinforcements in the form of Milos Kerkez and Jeremy Frimpong, further strengthening the squad. Despite these strong moves, the club's main focus remains bringing in a top-quality center forward. Among the main targets, Alexander Isak continues to be a priority. The Swedish striker, who had a brilliant season with Newcastle, is considered one of manager Arne Slot's top choices. However, the Magpies board insists Isak is not for sale, despite growing interest across the market. According to the Chronicle, Newcastle is now on alert, especially after learning that Newcastle has been holding secret talks in Germany to find a potential replacement. That replacement could be Hugo Ekitike, the young French striker currently playing for Eintracht Frankfurt after a stint with PSG. The Magpies reportedly held private meetings with the German club, which later leaked to the local press in Frankfurt. Newcastle is believed to be ready to offer around £70 million plus performance-based bonuses, although Frankfurt is said to be demanding a fee closer to £86 million. Newcastle's interest in Ekitike has reignited speculation around Isak's future, with Liverpool now closely monitoring developments. A potential sale of the Swedish forward could pave the way for a direct move from the Reds. Meanwhile, Ekitike is also seen as a plan B at Anfield in case the deal for Isak doesn't materialize. Sources suggest Liverpool views Ekitike as a highly promising profile, young, proven in the Bundesliga, and with the potential to grow further under Arne Slot. While he may not be the first choice target, he is seen as a solid alternative, one that could lead to swift action if Isak remains unavailable. With the new season fast approaching and Liverpool needing to reinforce their front line, the coming days could prove decisive. Whether it's Isak, Ekitike, or another target, it's clear the Reds are prepared to invest heavily to provide their new manager with a squad worthy of the club's ambitions. Thank you so much for watching until the end. See you next time.